I have very much appreciated your work of channeling. The message is very clear and profound. Please be so kind, if it is possible, to address a theme that I'm exploring and I feel I need guidance. The theme is selling. I consider myself a very creative and hardworking, tenacious woman. I have a huge experience in various domains and have been an entrepreneur all my life. I have many opportunities and I take them, finding myself repeatedly in the middle of huge volumes of resources available to be utilized. Even so, I sell very little to nothing. In the case of classes I wanted to teach, I could not increase the number of attendees. On a TV station, I wasn't able to sell the commercials. In a business with lights, sales are growing slow no matter the strategy I use. In the current business, I have huge amounts of clothes I created, various channels that are working for others, but on my reports, I see only zero again and again. I am looking on how to build many businesses, each for years, investing time, energy, passion, and money, my resources, and others, based on very good premises and perspectives. Even so, the financial results are close to zero. I know it is not about the strategy or about the product itself. I was scared of discovering it is something inside of me that is wrong, but I know it is not that. I am overwhelmed of the volume of resources and possibilities. I am looking at myself, acting impulsively, frustrated that I am not getting the financial results everybody, including myself, expects. I am tempted to make many products, then afraid to not sell them, and freezing and being tempted to go back blaming the products for not being perfect, blaming me for not being able to use the chances I have, not expressing myself as I had imagined I would if all such resources would be available to me. I am following my passion. I know and apply conscious creation all the time. I am looking and changing my beliefs, but this feels like a blind spot. How do I change this? What is the shift I have to make? What is it I am doing wrong? I know it is something in my mind that I need to look at.
The first thing that must happen is the word wrong needs to be removed from your vocabulary when discussing your capabilities, when discussing any part of you. The idea that there is something wrong or something broken or something less than is indicative of the separation, the belief that there is a separation from you and the unlimited source from which you arise. You cannot believe that you are directly connected to the source of unlimited beingness and also believe that you are eternal, and then at the same time believe that you are falling short. And the attention that has been focused on the catalog of, in what you are referring to as failures, is very clearly defined. There has been much thought put into the lack in your experiences. And so the shifting then of your belief must go to the beginning then, the beginning of you, who and what you really are, the divinity that is you, the you that is God's source, having a physical experience in this time and space reality. There is nothing that you can do here that is wrong. While there are certain things that do not serve you in your ascension, in your expansion, reconnection to your knowledge of who and what you really are. Essentially everything that you are experiencing on this path is serving you. It is serving you with opportunities to learn and grow. The good thing about your communication is your desire to continue to grow. And that should be congratulated, that you are asking the question, that you are seeking the answer. Again, I have said that everything you want to know is always within you. Every answer to every problem, the information and clarity, the solutions are all within you and accessible by you at will. And so the first indicator that there is something wrong with you at all is simply an indicator of the separation that is still existing in your belief structure. You are not separated from wielding the power that is fueling your physical life here. You are breathing, you are walking, you are doing, you are thinking. The source energy of you that is fueling all of that is unlimited, is infinite. It is what makes you unlimited as well and eternal. And so the question then becomes, how much of your time during the day is devoted to purposefully focusing on thoughts that validate that existence, your existence in this world? How much time during your day is spent purposefully contemplating all of the ways that you are powerful, all of the things that you can have? It is good that you have expressed your spontaneity. It is good that you are creatively seeking various different ways of achieving your value fulfillment. In this regard, it would be professionally. And yet, although the value fulfillment that you are seeking is of a professional nature, you see, it is still also at the core of you only a reflection of your personal belief structures about you. And so the first thing I would recommend is to alter and refine your belief structure about who and what you really are, and making designated time, not a lot of time, 10 minutes a day, to purposefully move your thoughts into that understanding. And when you do that, when you have moved your thoughts into that understanding, understand this, what happens in your physical form, in your biological framework. The cells and atoms and molecules of your body respond to the energy of that thought. When they are responding to the energy of that thought, you are setting your vibrational point. You are setting the energetic frequency from which you are operating in this physical world. And so every morning, you want to dedicate the time and the space to focus your thoughts and bring them into harmonious alignment with first the understanding of who and what you really are, acknowledging it. And if you must consider then the failings of your attempts at value fulfillment, the proper way to consider them that will assist you in your evolutionary path, in your reconnection, in your full circle achievement of understanding who and what you really are, is to first think of any of your failures in a forgiving fashion, to reaffirm to yourself that it was perfectly acceptable for you to have those experiences. Number one, because you are still learning. You are in a learning process. That is what you came here to do, to relearn this aspect of you from the initial separation back into remembrance, you see. And so there was nothing negative that happened along your path. There is only the meaning that you are ascribing to those events that you appear to be designating as failures. They were not failures. They were stepping stones. When you are walking outside, or if you are taking a walk in the woods or anywhere else, when you take a step in front of you, Do you judge the thing you are stepping on? Do you judge the piece of earth that you are stepping on as you took that next step? And then the next step after that, do you judge what's underneath your foot then? No, you don't. In the same way, you should resist the temptation to judge any of what you're framing as negative experiences, lack experiences, unwanted experiences, as something that is falling short, that is a reflection on you. Of course, you know that it is not you, and yet it is. And let me explain. Nothing you experience here negatively in an unwanted fashion in this physical reality is an indicator of your power, is an indicator of your worthiness, is an indicator of the level of the divinity that you are. Those who do not achieve certain things in life here are no less divine than the overachievers that you see commonly in your media. The divine exists equally in both paradigms then. And so the perspective that needs to be altered is the understanding of who and what you are. I am a divine creator. I am harnessing the most powerful energy, frequency, resonance in all of the known universes. I have already been deemed as worthy. I have already been deemed worthy to wield the power of all that is as I see fit, in what way I wish to serve my expansion and evolution. It was unquestioned when it was shared with me that I could do so, not only as a human in this reality, but as a living, eternal, unlimited being in any reality I exist in, unconditionally. I have already been extended the full authority and weight of that unconditional love without judgment. I have been extended the use and the ability to wield this power as I see fit through my unique perspective, which is valued and cherished and worthy and loved and wanted by that which has created everything in the known universes. I am that. And so I have to ask the question, how much time in the beginning of your day do you give to saying these words to yourself? Whether you're thinking them quietly to yourself, reading them, these words that you have put on a piece of paper, how much time do you give to honoring you in this manner? Honoring you. This forgiving, compassionate, loving conversation. The words I have just offered resonate that frequency. Yes, they resonate clarity, but they resonate authority. And over time, as you reaffirm this understanding in your mind, day after day after day, you will find something very interesting happens. You go from a lack mentality, a mentality that focuses on cataloging failures, to an authoritative mentality, a confident mentality, and I don't care what anyone thinks about what I'm doing mentality, an unapologetic mentality then. And when you are resonating the energy frequency of that level of worthiness, of self, in your biological framework, in this time and space reality, you are transmitting that energy out into your world. And I assure you, you will attract everything that you desire because you're worth having everything that you desire, just like you want it, just like you want to experience it. And it doesn't matter if anybody else doesn't want to experience things the way you want to. It doesn't matter if you're the only person on the planet that thinks this one particular experience is delicious, then that's the way it is. You can have it no matter what. No matter what is unconditional. Judgment free is unconditional. Confidence, instead of emitting the energy that was so able to articulate this long list of unwanted events, you will find that with the reiteration of this affirmation of yourself, this affirmation daily in the mornings, setting your energy resonance in this manner every morning, you will see your life begin to shift. There is nothing wrong within you. Even the idea and the beliefs that still exist within you that are causing this separation, that causes you to see lack, is not wrong. It is just an indicator. It is a stepping stone, a something that you are stepping on to get to the next level. That is it. And that would be my first recommendation. The other thing that one must understand is this: your reality is a mirror reflection, then, of your experiences that you are having in your life. Let me say it again. Your life, as you are experiencing it, is a mirror reflection of your belief structures. And if you are seeing areas of opportunities for correction of experiences that you would like to have, the question then becomes, what do you believe about success? What do you believe about money? What do you believe about your unlimited beingness? And ask the question without judgment so that you can isolate the belief. Once you've identified the belief, you stop the momentum of the energy that that belief is resonating. And that is your moment then to create alter that limiting belief into an unconditional belief. And from that alteration, to then begin the practice of your morning affirmations that will bring you more into alignment with the understanding of who and what you really are. If you do not spend any time all day, every day, considering that you are an unlimited, powerful, eternal being, that you are God force having a physical experience, if you don't reaffirm that reminder every day, you're going to get distracted by one, the creations of your reality that are manifesting from your existing limiting beliefs, which is what is happening. And so my suggestion then is to begin the affirmation process in the morning, unapologetically. At first, it will feel uncomfortable, but each day that goes by, it will be less and less uncomfortable. And then it will not only be not uncomfortable to affirm these, you're going to start to believe them, because your brain will believe whatever you tell it. You are not a victim of your thoughts. It will believe whatever you tell it. And so there needs to be time segmented throughout your day to remind yourself of the unlimited power that is resonating, that is fueling, that is powering your life here in this physical reality every day, every morning. There are, of course, then the more isolated conversations, but without a conversation, as this was transmitted in to be read as a question, and we will not have this interaction then between us. There is the identification of your limiting beliefs about success, your power, money, and your identity. There is also a fear on the table in the purposes of this conversation of what other people think of the reality that you have created. I will say again, as I have said in the past, you did not come forward into this body to give one hoot what anybody thought about your awakening journey, about your path of ascension into your remembrance. You did not come here to be concerned with that. You came to love. You came to achieve value fulfillment. You came to achieve the remembrance of knowing the fullness of who and what you are in physical form, and feeling the joy of that as you observe the clouds, as you observe the dishes in the sink, as you go through your day, the joy of feeling that joy resonating within you every day is what you came here to achieve. Because, of course, isn't that what an unlimited, powerful, spiritual being having a physical experience, if they had a choice, isn't that what they would create? Wouldn't every day be a delicious box of chocolates for each of you? Wouldn't every day be whatever it is you wanted it to be? Because that's what an unlimited creator creates. But one has to first align with that belief that you are God force in physical body. And so lovingly, I say every morning, repeat that affirmation to yourself and then watch your world change as you do.